use Audacity to master one of the recordings from the SD card. So we're going to use one that we just recorded recently. Everything will be a little slower than normal because I'm using this, we're screen recording while we're trying to process audio, and the computer doesn't like that. So this is the last recording we did on the SD card. Typically, you'll find your recordings in this long file path, but I moved them when I put them on the computer. So we're just going to click and drag and drop it into Audacity. And as you can see, it will load up. Again, these actions all take a little bit longer than normal, just simply because of the computer working harder. So the blank space at the end, this is when you've hit record and waited to start, and then we got the fade out at the end. This is the beginning. So we can use this tool right here to zoom in, which we want to do, and we want to cut off all this front material. So we're just going to click and drag across and then hit delete and hit play, and you'll see there it is. That's the delay. Then we're going to fast forward to the end of the song and hit play. This is their outro music. And we're going to find the point where it completely cuts out, which is right about there, and we can trim this off. Now, typically if you've hit stop really quick, you don't have to even really do this, but we're going to do it anyway. All right, so then we want to zoom out to where we can see the whole wave. Yeah, and that's it. So you look here at your clock, you've got 0, and then the end of the file. So next, we want to kind of manage these peaks. So we're just going to double click. You can also hit Command A on your Mac to select all. And then we're going to go to Effects, Limiter, and it's set to -5. We're going to leave it there. This is a limit to the point of 0, and 0 would be at the top. So what this is saying is we're going to limit all signal to -5. And what we're trying to do here is even out the signal a little bit more. Even though all the processing and recording does a lot of that, we're going to even it out just a touch more and get it ready for upload. So we'll just hit OK, and it will process this. It's actually going pretty quick, even though we're screen recording, so that's good news. So once this is finished, we have one more process what we're going to do, and it's going to bring up the level to just below clipping, or just below this 0 mark at the top. And now that we've finished that process, we'll go to Effect, and then Normalize. Where am I missing it? Right there. And it should say -0.1. We're going to bring all of the peaks up to that level, so just below 0. And this happens usually quicker than the limiting, and you'll see what happens to the wave when that happens. Remember, we limited the highest points to -5, so effectively we've brought everything up by 5 decibels. We still have some peaks in here, but we're going to let those go ahead and survive. It's totally fine. Now this file is ready for export. You simply go to File, Export as MP3, and save it where you want to save it. In this case, we'll just save it to the desktop. You name it and save it. And when it says this metadata, we just leave it blank. You can fill it in if you want. Just hit OK, and then it will write the file, and it also will write relatively quickly. But that is how you do a master one of the recordings for the SGN network and get it ready for upload.